Pro-WEAI is really designed to look at project impacts within the time frame of a typical agricultural development project. The original WEAI was launched in 2012. We saw a lot of take-up by implementing organizations, NGOs. They were making adaptations to it because they felt that it wasn't really capturing things that they felt were important to project success. But in the process of making those adaptations, it makes it very difficult for donors to say that this strategy is working versus that strategy is working because there was no common metric for comparing women's empowerment impacts across projects.
Bringing out the difference between reaching, benefiting, and empowering women was a revelation to us. And it has been a big revelation to a lot of program implementers and to donor organizations as well.
This is really a tool that was developed by the projects for the projects. Some of them, for example, said, in my project, we're really looking at intra-household relationships, that needs to be reflected, or we're really concerned about intimate partner violence, and that needs to be reflected. And so they were kind of bringing up these new dimensions that are not necessarily in the existing tools that we had. And so we thought, okay, if that's important for your project, then let's figure out a way how to include that.
Pro-WEAI is well known for its quantitative index that comprises, these indicators of empowerment. However, the process for developing the index and the set of tools that we have that we recommend to projects are actually a mixed method set of both quantitative and qualitative tools.
We've tried to balance maintaining the original vision for pro-WEAI in terms of all of the wonderful different concepts that were fed into the process with the collaboration of the other GAAP2 projects, making a streamlined, as easy to use as possible and to understand tool.
The Angel project in Bangladesh put the pro-WEAI into practice. Angel, or the Agriculture, Nutrition and Gender Linkages project, is a randomized controlled trial that was designed by IFPRI and implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture from 2016 to 2018. It focused on identifying the most effective ways to improve nutrition and gender-sensitive agriculture in Bangladesh. During the baseline and endline surveys, households were asked questions that, based on their answers, we could tell if women were empowered or not. It looked at three main areas: how much power they feel within themselves, how much power they have to make decisions, and how much power they have when they work together with others. By using pro-WEAI, we could figure out if women had become more empowered by participating in Angel.
In 2012, UN Women, together with FAO, IFPRI, and the WFP, launched the joint program on accelerating progress towards rural women's economic empowerment, or what is now called the JP RWEE. Women's empowerment metrics were central to the program's monitoring and evaluation framework. And so we worked closely with IFPRI to do a global synthesis of the impact of the program on women's empowerment. And despite the diversity in these countries, the diversity in cultural context, we still saw some really pretty common patterns of disempowerment and causes of disempowerment for women, especially in Ethiopia, in Kyrgyzstan, in Nepal, and Niger. The findings concluded that the program had a positive impact on aggregate empowerment measures for program participants. Women's groups played a crucial role in the program's success in every participating country. The group-based method was unquestionably helpful in empowering women, in helping them build social capital, in supporting them to access resources, in empowering them to participate in public life, and basically take opportunities to voice their opinions. So that was one very important finding that we are taking on to phase 2.